Looking sharp all wedding season long shouldn't be expensive. With a custom-fitted suit with Indochino, you'll create priceless memories without costing a fortune. Customize every detail on your suit, shirt, dinner jacket, and more in a range of colors from a traditional black or gray to burgundy or olive to a classic Hemsworth navy. RSVP knowing you've got the perfect look all wedding season long from Indochino. Go to Indochino.com and use code SUPER to get 10% off any purchase of $399 or more. That's Indochino. INDOCHINO.com, promo code SUPER. Now that it's summer, you might be looking for wholesome, convenient meals for sunny, active days. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel up fast with flavorful, nutritious, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes, so all you have to do is heat, enjoy, then get back outside and soak up the warm weather. Head to factormeals.com/SuperMega50 and use code SuperMega50 to get 50% off your first box. That's code SuperMega50 at factormeals.com/SuperMega50 to get 50% off your first box. Yeah. Another episode of the SuperMega Podcast.
That's right.
Known as the SuperMegaCast.
Yep.
With hosts Matt Watson and Ryan McGee.
AKA the Funny Brothers.
That's right.
Sick.
Episode 300 and something.
350 something. 353, I think.
Unless the other one does. I don't know.
Oh, I honestly, I have no idea. You know, we're backlogging episodes right now. We're fucking stuffing them into the can right now.
Because Matt's about to go on tour.
I am about to go on tour.
About to go far away to a distant land.
Going on a tour of the inner corridor of Mongolia to do my little show tunes in Mongolia. The people
Which
of Mongolia.
Which is weird that a heat map showed that that's where like the epicenter of your popularity and your audience is. I wouldn't have expected that.
No.
I honestly thought it was going to be like some coastal city in America.
That's what I thought, but apparently in Mongolia they love show tunes. My live show, it's mainly like Broadway show tune acapellas. You know, Rent, Joseph and the
125,600 minutes.
Still,
how do you measure a year?
In what?
In daylight, in sunsets,
yep,
in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter and strife. You know,
talk about love, talk about love. You know, I'm still bummed that you turned down my offer to come with me, because honestly, I think that you would have been a great partner doing the show tunes.
If you were like close by, it would be easy for me to be like, yeah, I'll go down the coast a little bit, and then I'll just fly back to LA. 2-hour flight, whatever, 3 hours probably.
Yeah, Mongolia is what, like 26 hours.
Yeah,
so it's a bit of a distance, but you'll be there in spirit, man.
Always there in spirit.
So I really hope that you know, a lot of people come, and you know, like I told you
already sold out several venues.
Several of the Mongolian venues.
Several hundred venues, might I add.
Well, we've also been talking about the possibility of adding Turkmenistan, maybe Kazakhstan. You know,
just for a little Borat meme, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. You know, we'll see. I was gonna do some shows in Ukraine, but you know,
recent events.
Yeah, the war, unfortunately. Yeah, fuck it, dude. I'm not gonna let those stinky, dirty Russians, you know, keep my show tunes away.
Those big bullies.
Exactly. I'm still gonna go to Ukraine and do my show tunes.
Oh, this might be news to people. There's still a war going on in Ukraine.
That's right.
Russia is still
at it.
Still going.
Still at it.
And you know, Ukraine released this. I don't know if it was recent or it was from a bit ago, but it was like about a counterattack. It's like this little ad they released, this little short film. It's a bunch of them going shh. They're going shh. It's like, yeah, you don't tell people your plan before you're about to strike. Whatever. Reminds me of that quote from I don't know if it was the Trump era. I can't remember. I remember there was this thing with American politicians who were like, first off, I'm not going to tell them what I'm going to do. Before I do it, what's the point?
Yeah, that always is weird in war. They like announce, like Russia and Ukraine, like they're announcing their counteroffensive before they do it.
Well,
Isn't that weird?
With how good and I guess technologically savvy spies have become, you know.
Yeah.
Like if you look at Mission Impossible, did you watch the one with Philip Seymour Hoffman? Mission Impossible, I think 3?
I did not. I didn't even know he was in that movie.
They make masks on the spot of Philip Seymour Hoffman's face. Tom Cruise puts a mask of Philip Seymour Hoffman on his face, and people think that it's Philip Seymour Hoffman's face on Tom Cruise's face. So when people think that it's Philip Seymour Hoffman's face, they're like, oh, that's not Tom Cruise's face. It's Philip Seymour Hoffman. It doesn't look like Tom Cruise, you know?
That's insane. What? Are you serious? Quit playing, dude.
I'm serious, dude. It was fucking awesome. That was sick.
That all reminded me of. Do you remember in like 2019 when Trump just tweeted out like a picture of like a missile launch site from Iran that was like, he tweeted out just like this picture from a satellite that was incredibly classified, and the intelligence community was like freaking out because it's a super, super classified satellite. And basically by tweeting out the picture, like foreign adversaries can gather intel on like what we're
like
capable
those
of.
GeoGuessr guys.
Yeah. Like what our satellite specs are. And he's just like, I'm going to tweet this. I'm going to tweet it out. There it is. Just tweeted out this picture from this crazy classified satellite. I respect him a lot for that. You know, he said, it's secret, not anymore. Sorry. And I respect that.
I mean, everyone has the right to know where it is. Like Area 51.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we do know where it is, but do we really know where it is?
I think Area 51 is fake. I think it's a decoy, you know? They actually have a base somewhere else, but Area 51 is like the decoy base.
Like when they were testing out nuclear shit, they built a little fake town, right?
Yeah, they built a little fake town.
With like little fake people, little fake houses.
Well, yeah, that was so they could, a lot of people think that was just so they could see the destruction, like the effect of a nuclear bomb on a town. But the real reason that they built that was because basically they were sick of tourists coming to watch them test the nuclear bombs. So they built this fake town so the tourists would go there, and then no more tourists.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they could just kill them all.
That's awesome.
It's pretty crazy stuff.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
See, at first I thought that they set up like a fake town to not rise suspicion in the military goings on that was happening there. So not to rise, to get suspicion up, they made it look like a regular, normal town so that they could pass off military business as just normal, everyday civilian life.
I love those videos from those like fake nuke towns where they would just build all those little houses and put the people like sitting at the table just so they could blow them up, and just fucking, they put all those cameras in there. I love the different angles of like the black and white footage of there'll just be like a woman sitting in a chair and she instantly catches on fire.
Well, Indiana Jones survived.
He did.
You know how, right?
He got into a refrigerator.
He did, and it bounced and bounced and bounced.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
He just gets in a fridge, survives a nuclear explosion, and just fucking
What's the new one that isn't one coming out this year?
The Dial of Destiny.
Or didn't it already come out?
No, it's not out yet. The Dial of Destiny, dude. Someone's not up to their Indiana Jones lore.
I'm guessing they're just kind of doing away with Shia LaBeouf's character.
I don't think he's in it at all.
He swung with the monkeys.
I remember like weren't they kind of setting it up to be like, well, maybe we can make Indiana Jones movies with Shia LaBeouf as the...
Because he was still like hot from Transformers and stuff.
And Even Stevens.
Well, he's always going to be hot from Even Stevens.
Always going to be hot from Even Stevens.
He was not hot in Even Stevens.
He wasn't hot in Even Stevens as in like, well, he wasn't unattractive, but it would be, I can't comment on the attractiveness of a young boy.
If Fabio was a kid, he wouldn't be him.
He was no spring chicken.
Yeah.
I'll say that about him. Beans, on the other hand.
Age like fine wine.
Beans is beautiful. I always forget that Tucker and I did a video with him.
He really hasn't, you look at him, you know exactly who that is.
It's actually crazy. He,
like some people, like age changes their face like a good bit to where you're like, you have to work to recognize him, but with Beans...
Beans, you just recognize him.
Yeah.
What's his name? Steven, something with a D. I don't remember, but he was really nice. He's a nice guy.
You worked with them on a short film with Ego Raptor
Jones and Tucker, and I was just in a room with him. He was very funny. He's a very nice guy. He kissed me a little bit on the neck, and I really liked it. He's got a soft kiss, soft lips.
I think him, the older brother, and the actress who played Ren all have a podcast. A lot of people are doing these like a lot of shows that were popular in, like, I guess late 90s, early 2000s, or like just early 2000s. Even Stevens, Ned's Declassified as one where they're constantly like they're upset because they haven't been given like a revival show.
Hey, well, I mean, the podcast is honestly a good way to kind of get that rolling, because then they're back in the zeitgeist.
Yep.
And then people, they can also be like, look, people are interested in the podcast.
Well, Ned, from what I heard, he said they had this wonderful idea. They pitched it because they don't own the idea to Ned Declassified School Survival Guide. Nickelodeon does. So they pitched the idea and they went, nope, no thank you.
Wait, how would they do a revival, though? Because the whole point is that he's in, like,
a life survival guide, I'm guessing.
About being an adult. Yeah. That would honestly be a great show. Of now it's like a mature show, so there's like swearing and stuff.
It would be better than the iCarly show, the like iCarly reboot.
That is so weird.
But I'm happy that happened because I love the fact that Jeremy, what's his name? Is his name not Jeremy something? Who plays his
Jerry Trainer?
Jerry Trainer. I love to see him get work.
Yeah,
I wish it was him instead of Josh Peck. In Christopher Nolan's movie,
in Oppenheimer,
I would have been like, oh, that's cool. I wouldn't mind. I think I wouldn't have been taken out as much. Well, if he did one of those Spencer faces, he sees the explosion. Just, I can't even do it. Dude, he has such an elastic face like Jim Carrey.
It'd be cool if he played Crazy Steve in Oppenheimer. From Drake and Josh.
So I got everyone popcorn. Everyone already has a bucket of popcorn. Ah, jeez.
Fuck.
Yeah, he can curse, I guess.
Dude,
that's the one.
Well, that was what was weird about. I watched like the first episode of the iCarly reboot, and it was just really weird being like, this is canonically iCarly, and she's talking about hooking up with guys and saying bitch.
I don't want to see like you're bringing. I think you're getting to the where I'm about to come in here. You don't want to see adults or characters you grew up with that you watched as a kid. You know them as kids. Their characters are children in your head. Your nostalgia is just children. You don't want to think of them being like all horny and sexually active.
They were actually pretty horny on iCarly, if I remember, though.
The producers were.
Well, yeah, the writers as well, because actually I remember that show.
Because the kids had nothing to do with any of what.
No, they weren't horny themselves, but
they were just doing what the producers and writers told them.
The producers were like, "How about you make out a lot in this scene?
How about you just play with your feet a little bit?"
Yeah, that shit was weird.
And we start a little thing where we get the fans that take pictures of their feet and send them in. Decorate your little feetsy weetsies.
We've talked about this before, but like,
what if I was in a hot tub with Amanda Bynes?
Yeah. Oh, that's such a creepy fucking picture.
What? Wait, what? No, not that picture. That was a sketch he did on the Amanda Show.
Oh, that's right. I've seen like a picture from it.
It's not. I love how he
put himself in that.
Typically, a movie producer, the pictures he's known for, the pictures that like you would think of would be like him with like these babes, like models in a jacuzzi, like at the Caesar smoking a cigar.
Him accepting an award.
Yeah, but like the pictures that he's most famous for is like him coddling, like overbearingly, like small children.
Just gaggles of children.
Him in like a jacuzzi with kids. Like, just like, not like his kids.
No, just
child actors.
Just child actors. And he is happy in those pictures.
Where he does have that power dynamic of like, I am your boss. I do own the show that you work for.
I remember when we first...
But I'm just a fun little guy. I'm just a fun little boy.
He's a child at heart.
So how come Michael Jackson gets to be a child at heart and Dan Schneider doesn't get to be a child at heart?
Facts. You're spinning facts right now.
All I'm saying.
That's huge. That's huge.
All I'm saying. And no, it's not a race thing.
Oh man, I fucking Dan Schneider. I mean, I'm surprised that stuff has never fully come to the surface. Because so many people have talked about it, but it seems like he somehow escaped it. And I feel like Nickelodeon cutting ties with him in recent years, there wasn't even really like, they gave kind of a blanket reasoning where it's like, oh, he's kind of hard to work with. But it's like, he was their fucking like bread and butter. He made them all the shows that
Drake
made them money.
Josh.
iCarly, Zoe 101.
Yes.
The Gamer's Guide to Everything.
Did he do that one?
Something like that. He did some gamer show.
He did fucking
Victorious.
Oh, he did Victorious, but he also did Good
Sam.
Burger.
He did Good Burger, yeah.
Did he direct Good Burger? Or did he had some producing role with the movie?
He did Good Burger.
And then it was Keenan and Kel, the show before that.
He did that. So I mean, like,
he's been working and he's been making them hits.
I mean, they just
millions of dollars. They must have thought something was about to come out. No,
yeah,
I guess it never did. Unless they were just trying to save face. They're like, the earlier we get this over with, the better. I mean, Jeanette McCurdy in her memoir, I haven't read it. I've just heard snippets like on TikTok or Instagram, wherever, when it came out. And a lot of people, of course, theorize, and I don't think she's done anything to dissuade people from theorizing this, is that she mentions the producer.
The producer, yeah.
Right? That by name, who's very inappropriate and overbearing in the workplace, especially a workplace that's dealing with mostly kids.
Right. I've heard he's mean.
Yeah.
I've heard that he like would blow up a lot.
So like mean, aggressive, inappropriate. So as I said, like the thing is, you'd think if he was such a good producer and it was a big out of context thing, Jeanette McCurdy or someone would be like, no. We're not talking about Dan. Dan, I love Dan.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, right? Unless it.
Oh no.
True. Unless
it's very like obvious because
it's
feel
as
like
obvious as
if it wasn't Dan,
Epstein's suicide.
Right. If it wasn't Dan, which by the way, there's new details about Epstein's suicide that came out recently. By the way,
you're all wrong. He did kill himself.
That's what they're trying to say in the new details that came out. Is like he actually was really depressed, guys. Like he was really sad. You know.
Might be shitty to say this, but hey, he's dead.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Good riddance.
He's gone.
He's a horrible person. But yeah, if it wasn't Dan Schneider and she liked Dan Schneider, I feel like she'd be like, guys, no, it's not, because I don't want, because I mean, that's a very heavy allegation. So if you're unclear about who it's about and people are guessing it's about the wrong person, you would want to clear that up.
But NDAs don't protect people from anything illegal. Like they don't protect companies from illegal goings on. Like a company can't get someone to sign an NDA and then do something illegal, and then it's like it's against the law for you to come out and talk about that.
Exactly.
The problem, I guess, is proving that in a court of law, going through the court proceedings, and then like the proof and regardless, the time differentiation from like when this happened to where this person would then on record put the allegations. It's a difficult battle for sure.
I feel like Nickelodeon probably just didn't want, because that would be so bad for Nickelodeon if all this came out. And well, Nickelodeon has a pretty dark past. Like there was a producer on iCarly. He even had a voice role in one episode. As like an announcer, but he was like a writer or a producer, but he went to prison for, and Luke, probably bleep that word just for algorithm because it will pick up that I said the bad thing.
Yes.
I didn't say a slur.
No.
Okay?
No.
I said something that's one of the worst things in the entire world. That a Hollywood producer was in possession of.
Matt thinks it's one of the worst. I think it's the worst.
I know, okay, it is the worst thing. Okay, Ryan, thanks, dude. But yeah, and then they hired him back after he got out of prison.
Fuck.
But he wasn't allowed to be on set around children, but they hired him back.
He's the Ren and Stimpy dude?
Oh, yeah. He's why did I want to say John Krasinski? It's not him. He apparently was a real big groomer and really fucking creepy.
But Dan Schneider,
Dan Schneider. We made him in a classic Super Mega Let's Play of Nintendo 64 wrestling.
And iCarly, we had a whole ending, a finale bit that got clipped.
Because we played the iCarly Wii game, and that clip is clipped on YouTube of us singing it. It's fantastic.
Wake up the members of my nation.
It's your time to be. There's no chance unless you take one. And to see the brighter side of every situation. Some things are meant to be, so give me your best and leave the rest to me. Leave it all to me. Leave it all to me. Just leave it all to me. Ads.
This episode of the Super Megacast is brought to you by BetterHelp. It's so easy to get caught up in what everyone else needs from you and never take a moment to think about what you need from yourself. But when we spend all our time given, it can leave us feeling stretched thin and burnt out. Therapy can give you the tools to find more balance in your life. so you can keep supporting others without leaving yourself behind. I know recently I was in a sled dog competition, and I was working as a stand-in. Unfortunately, one of the dogs couldn't make it, so I had to step in, put on the harness, and put on a good performance for my fellow team. I will say the snow was treacherous. My hands and feet were burning from the snow. Luckily, we take a break, and I'm able to hop on a call with my therapist from BetterHelp, and they give me some helpful tips for a better, positive mindset moving forward. And using those tips, I was able to reinvigorate myself as well as my team to finish the race and achieve first place. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Find your balance with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/SuperMega today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/SuperMega. Now that it's summer, you might be looking for wholesome, convenient meals for sunny, active days. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel up fast with flavorful, nutritious, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, eat well, and stay on track, reaching your goals. Too busy with summer plans to cook, but want to make sure you're eating well? With Factor, skip the trip to the grocery store and skip the chopping, the prepping, and the cleaning up too, while still getting the flavor and nutritional quality you need. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes, so all you have to do is heat, enjoy, then get back outside and soak up the warm weather. I know when I'm eating those Factor meals, I'm going yum, 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 yummy. My tummy is full because this food is so good. That's just how darn good this food is. I loudly exclaim that, and then everyone takes note, and they always go, "Dang, Ryan's always eating those good meals from Factor, and he's always loudly exclaiming it through his window. Maybe we should get it." And I think they should. I think everyone should. It's delicious, quick, and easy. This June, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavored packed meals delivered to your door. Ready in just 2 minutes, no prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/SuperMega50 and use code SuperMega50 to get 50% off your first box. That's code SuperMega50 at factormeals.com/SuperMega50 to get 50% off your first box. Welcome back, everyone.
That's right.
Another stellar episode where either we're doing not enough bits or too many bits. We're trying to find the magic.
You'd think that we would have found it by now, but
Too many goofs, too little goofs. Too many goofs, too little gaffes. It's a balancing act, I'll tell you.
Well, I'll break it down for you, okay. Ryan.
Let's get to the science of it.
And for the listeners, our podcast is at the core of it, it's two best friends just sharing conversation. And depending on the mood or the vibe of the day, some days we're more tired, some days we're more energetic, some days we're in good moods, some days we're in moods, some days Ryan has a headache, like today.
And I think we went through extensive casting to be here. There was a long line when they were doing Ryan, and I saw the line was almost double from Matt.
Yeah.
And so when we read the first time to be best friends on a podcast, it was kind of like they described it, because it was the same casting director who did the first Harry Potter movie with Christopher Columbus. They said it was just as like awe-inspiring and just like lightning in a bottle as when they first casted their Harry Potter,
right.
Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger. It was that tight of a bond, and they couldn't see us. They didn't cast us on the spot, but they essentially told us,
"Yeah, we got the call back pretty quick
you again."
Because I think it was actually pretty crazy, because I think there were like 120 something people auditioning for Ryan,
mm-hmm.
and then I think for Matt
250 to 300.
Yeah, 250 to 300, and we each auditioned separately, and then they called us back and put us in a room together to test that out, and they hired us right after that to play Matt and Ryan from SuperMega.
But so yeah, the general vibe of this has always been two best friends,
right,
with a podcast
and
that just talk.
Sometimes because the nature is just talking. It's not like topic based. There's episodes where we'll talk more about just movies we've seen recently, because it's just it really is just, there's no formula for the conversation we have, right? It's not like, all right, we'll do bit and then we'll talk about politics, and then we'll do a bit, and then we'll talk about news or whatever. It's just like whatever we talk about. So sometimes the conversation will be more subdued and not as funny. It'll be more just like, oh yeah, this is a movie I saw recently. And sometimes we'll just be fucking railing the bits out, you know? It's however we're feeling. So I guess it does vary episode to episode. So there are some episodes
where we talk like half of it for about a movie.
Right. And then there's some episodes where, you know, we're just fucking riffing, you know, Forrest Gump bits.
Hell yeah.
Like, let's do one right now. People have been missing the Forrest Gump bits. We stopped doing them for a while. And then people said, where are the Forrest Gump bits? We did them on the episode with Meat Canyon. Let's bring them back a little bit more.
Lieutenant Dan, I was thinking about going to the Bermuda Triangle.
Forrest, you're going to get lost if you do that.
That's not true.
Scene. See? It's always classic.
It worked. It worked. That'll be easy to animate. It's a short bit, too.
That is you guys got to animate that one, okay? Honestly, if anyone has contacts to Tom Hanks, please show that to him. We have contacts to Tom Hanks. I'm fucking forgetting.
We
Chet,
have
dude.
a contact to Tom Hanks.
Yeah, we got Chet, dude. When are we getting our boy Chet on the
You're our
cast?
contact. You're the in between. See,
Chet would love you.
You're to SuperMega is what he is to Tom. You know what I mean?
I am the Chet Hanks of SuperMega.
yeah. And I'm the Hanks family, I guess. I don't know.
You're Colin.
I'm Colin
Hanks.
Yeah. Hey, Colin Hanks is put as a
good
side
actor.
character in a lot of big movies.
And I'll tell you something.
His face is places.
His face is places. Yeah, that rhymes. But he, I mean, dude, he was in the Bill Clinton show I watched. He played an FBI agent, did a great job.
Nice.
What else was he? He's been in quite a few things. I watched him on a podcast.
He wore glasses in a movie, I think.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Glasses in a movie. Wow, Colin. Okay.
I don't think that people that don't naturally have to wear glasses should be playing people who have to wear glasses in movies.
100%. 100%.
That's a bigger discussion.
That's a conversation for another day.
Yeah, and I don't think, quite honestly, Hollywood, the United States, or most of our audience are ready to have that conversation.
No, but this conversation is something that probably in a couple of years, within the decade, is going to be big, and people will come back and point to this episode of SuperMegaCast and go, "Holy shit!"
Mm-hmm.
They were, they were predicting shit. They were on it ahead of the the fact.
Just like people who get cast as someone who has green eyes, and they cast a blue-eyed person, and they give them contacts or something, or sometimes they don't even give them contacts, and it's just like someone's eye color isn't important.
It really pisses me off. But it really makes me mad.
I don't want to get too heated about it.
Yeah. Again, this conversation I'm sure will be big in a few years, and it'll be the right time and place, right?
Yeah.
Ryan, are you seriously eating that banana?
Why?
Ryan just cracked up. Did you not hear what Justin said?
What?
Go ahead and eat it.
Well, tell me.
Justin said, "Oh, I can't believe you just did that."
What?
For the audio listeners, we have a little exhibit of monkeys, stuffed
I'm kind
monkeys.
of hungry, but
and there was a banana. Justin set this up, and Justin said he was excited to eat that banana later. He said that was his banana.
I can eat half and then save half for him later.
He can just wrap it up again.
Yeah.
Can I have a bite?
Yeah.
That's a big bite, man. I haven't really. I've only had a go-go squeeze
It's
today.
so perfect. I like them ripe like this, like a little spotted.
That is a good banana.
Can I get another bite of that?
Yeah, man. Let me peel it a little bit for you.
Thank you.
I can't believe some people don't like bananas, man. It's such a good fruit. Oh, dude.
Dude, watch this. Geronimo.
Yeah, shot and chaser.
Yeah, this banana's good. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We are just eating the banana. I'm done with my banana. Matt is done with his banana. And we are, we have a lot of potassium now. Now we just need to put Justin's half.
Fuck.
We got,
Oh, fuck. We ate the whole banana. Ah, shit.
that was such a good banana. It was perfect.
It was such a good banana.
I didn't
too.
notice. I just started eating and...
Ah, fuck, man. He's going to be pissed at us, isn't he?
Did he say he was actually really excited?
He did say that before we started recording. Well, we messed up big time.
It would be a waste of the banana to use its energy worrying about Justin right now. We have a podcast we're doing.
Right, we just absorbed the energy of that banana. So, I mean, I don't want to waste the energy by worrying.
Exactly.
I want to use it for the podcast. Just we can deal with Justin's wrath later.
We will.
He's gonna be so mad that we.
Do we have any other bananas, or was that the last banana?
He might have brought that one from home. I haven't seen a single. Have you seen a banana around the office?
No, but I would like some bananas around the office.
So I think that he brought it from home, because I don't see any around here. Jim went grocery shopping for the Plex recently, and no, there hasn't been a single fucking banana.
Maybe, do you think it's possible we could get away with I don't remember seeing a banana.
Yep. That will be what we do.
And we just kind of gaslight him into not, maybe.
There never was a banana here.
Exactly.
He's going to come and go, where's my banana? And we'll just go, what banana?
I remember the monkeys.
And we'll convince him that it was a false memory that he created because there were monkeys, and you associate monkeys with bananas, so in his mind.
Like, no, I brought a banana. It's like, no, there was a banana on your desk. Yeah, and I brought it. It's like, I just remember seeing the monkeys,
Right. So, and then by saying that there was one on his desk, it puts the onus that he misplaced his own banana.
Exactly.
Good.
Like maybe he brought it, thought to set it up, and like it fell and he went to go correct it, but then he got distracted in conversation and took it somewhere. He accidentally threw it away. I don't know.
He was throwing some trash. He had the banana in his hand, accidentally tossed it. We've all done that type of shit, Have you ever thrown your phone away by accident?
Yes.
I
found my car keys when we lived together in the apartments in Glendale.
Oh, yeah.
And one time I just found my car keys in the fucking trash because I accidentally threw them away.
Yeah, you threw them away.
Did you put them in the trash can?
No.
Matthew.
No.
Did you?
No, I didn't throw your car keys away. It's just funny, like, being like, God, yeah, all those times, my car keys and my phone ended up in the trash. I must have accidentally thrown them away.
One time I accidentally put my phone in the freezer.
Dude, I remember you frantically searching for like your wallet or something there were several times when we lived together where you were like, I can't find my wallet or my keys, and you just went on a rampage to the apartment.
There's this I don't know if anybody else in the audience, maybe you can connect with me, and I think you connect with me a little bit. I think I get it from my dad potentially, but whenever I've misplaced something and there's not an absolute to like I know where this is,
right?
My brain freaks out and I can't focus on anything else until that thing is found, whether it's car keys, wallet, phone. Like, it's not like, even if it's a spare set of keys, let's say, and I already have keys to the house and I'm good on keys. If I find out, like, I go check where the spare key is and it's not there, I'm like, fuck, shit. Now I don't know where I just need to know where it is.
Yeah. I remember we were about to
freak out.
We were about to go on stage for a live show once, and you couldn't find your phone in the green room, and you were just fucking ripping. It was in the couch.
We found it right because it's like that anxiety.
Dude, I was nervous that you weren't gonna be able to find it because I was like, it's gonna throw off the groove of the show.
But it didn't. We found it.
You found it.
You found it.
It was deep in the couch. But yeah, pretty crazy stuff. I'm sorry, man. I just can't get. I'm still thinking about the banana thing with Justin.
I think,
dude, because he's gonna. Well, he doesn't like us enough to ever watch anything he's not in. So he's not going to watch this episode, so he's not going to know about the banana at all.
Unless people say that we're immature and we're children, yet we have a bunch of tattletales that watch the podcast.
And they go, oh, Justin, in this new podcast episode, they ate your banana.
Danny, they're speaking ill on you.
Danny, they're saying that you're in the Oath Keepers. Next thing you know, Dan hits us with a $30 million lawsuit. So thanks, guys.
Yep.
Thanks a lot. Really, real mature, guys. So don't go run and tattletale on us to Justin that we ate his banana. And if Justin's watching this, what banana? There never was a banana.
And especially,
we're doing a bit.
And especially, don't update Barry when all of you take the time right now to go send Barry at
Razadoop. Here's his Twitter handle.
Go send him pictures of sulfur, just a picture of sulfur.
Right.
No words, no nothing.
Just sulfur.
Just sulfur.
And don't say the SuperMega boys sent me or no. Just send him some sulfur.
Yeah.
Just pictures of sulfur. Tweet it at him.
It's been a while since we've gotten some pictures of sulfur, and it's his favorite thing.
He's a big sulfur head. He loves sulfur.
Remember, don't tell these people. We're trying to make their days better without them thinking that we're trying to get attention from it.
Right,
or it's some sort of collaborative move.
Yeah,
we're just trying to make people that we hold dear feel a little pleasant during the day.
I'm talking about Barry from Game Grumps.
Barry Kramer.
Barry Kramer.
He also Twitch streams.
And he's related to Cosmo Kramer from Seinfeld.
Yep.
They don't talk much after the whole thing, but, you know. Yeah, but anyway, Barry loves sulfur, so let him, that sounds like that could be the name of his YouTube channel. Barry loves sulfur. It sounds like a nice, like, stream name or, you know.
Okay.
Like a streamer name.
Hashtag Barry loves sulfur.
He does.
With a picture of sulfur, maybe as, I don't know, maybe people already, I don't want people to resend things.
Yeah, just let them know you care with a little bit of sulfur.
Just don't say we sent you, because that defeats the whole purpose of a nice gesture.
Mm-hmm. It does. You know, it's like
if someone at the Chick-fil-A drive-thru was paying for someone's meal, instead of driving off, they got out of their car, went to the person behind them and went, I'm paying for your meal.
They went, hey, I just paid for your meal. You know, it just defeats the Good Samaritan aspect. It's like donating to charity and, you know, telling everyone, you know, hey, look, I just donated to charity.
Granted, a lot of people are forced into doing that because people judge them for how they spend their money. But then they pick apart the charities that they choose to support. It's a fun process.
It is, yeah.
That a lot of influencers go through.
Yeah. But I think what's bigger than donating to charity is brightening Barry's day with a little bit of sulfur. So.
And I also think not just Barry's day. We have a obligation to brighten the days of our viewers. Mm-hmm. And what better way to do that than to give them some ad reads?
Yeah, it's their favorite part. All right, let's go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. Whether you're searching for the latest sneaker drop, that iconic handbag, a timeless watch, or your next piece of classic jewelry, eBay authenticators are there verifying every detail of your purchase. Yup, we're talking every inch, stitch, tick, facet, and clasp that make the piece you're searching for worthy of your collection. eBay's authenticators are experts in their craft, true connoisseurs. And as leaders in their fields, they're making sure your items always arrive as authentic as your style. So go ahead, get that piece you've always wanted, and leave it up to the meticulous eyes of an eBay authenticator to make sure that watch movement is original, that glimmer is real gold, that rare sneaker is legit, or that handbag is really made of genuine leather and never get faked over again. In a world full of fakes, it's time to get real with eBay Authenticity Guarantee, because everyone deserves real. Visit ebay.com for terms.
Looking sharp all wedding season long shouldn't be expensive. With a custom-fitted suit with Indochino, you'll create priceless memories without costing a fortune. Customize every detail on your suit, shirt, dinner jacket, and more in a range of colors from a traditional black or gray to burgundy or olive to a classic Hemsworth navy. Every suit is made to your exact measurements, and you can customize every detail. Create a suit that fits you and your style perfectly with options for fabrics, lapel shape, custom monograms, statement linings, and more. They also have tuxedos starting at $579. Gadzooks! Why rent when you could buy a custom tux you can wear for years to come? Indochino also offers completely custom-fitted shirts, casual wear, and more. Get a superior wardrobe personalized to your style and taste without the luxury price tag. They're always adding new pieces and options so you can stay on trend and in style. Explore their relaxed yet refined approach to spring suits with their new spring fabrics. I know I'm always looking baller at the parties. I always got my Indochino suit on, and you know, it looks like the most expensive suit at the party, but I promise I saved the most money by going with Indochino. And I looked the best too. RSVP knowing you've got the perfect look all wedding season long from Indochino. Go to Indochino.com and use code SUPER to get 10% off any purchase of $399 or more. That's Indochino. INDOCHINO.com, promo code SUPER. And welcome back, Sorry, I gotta take a shit. Yeah. I know we just got back. Luke, you know what? Luke's been working on a new deodorant of his. He has his own deodorant brand, and I said he could advertise it on the Luke, throw up the advertisement for your new Deo sticks, or whatever the fuck
you call it. Go ahead, Luke.
Has this ever happened to you? Are you tired of your friends and family being disgusted by how you smell? Do they hate the way chemical deodorants smell on you? Well, try this. The all-natural new... Jim, get out of here. Okay, I'm trying to record an ad for my deodorant brand, and you're really not making this easier. Okay, you're being a real fucking pest right now, actually. Sorry about that. Are your friends and family tired of the chemical scent you leave every time you walk through a room? Well, try this on for size. Smoked Gouda deodorant. It's like a little cheese push pop you rub in your pits. It's not so bad. With the smooth smokiness of roasted hickory wood, try the 21st Century's Musk. Smoked Gouda deodorant. Women love it.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you, Luke. We will be sure to buy ourselves a stick or two.
Yeah, I don't really like the way his deodorant smells that he's making.
Well, I mean, it's interesting. It's fun little scents. You know, they're...
I don't know. It's just usually deodorant. You know, you want like a
also
like a good smell.
That I'm just the pair of glasses you let me borrow because I used them they fell into the toilet with the poo poo, and I accidentally flushed it down with the poop, and
those glasses were expensive, dude.
Might have to go.
Wait, why didn't you just pull it? Why'd you flush it with the poop? Why didn't you?
I was I just there was a lot going on.
Were you bending down inspecting the feces? How did they fall off your face into the toilet?
I don't know how it happened, but I'm just letting you know. So I'm sorry.
Okay, well, are you gonna pay me back for those? Those are very expensive glasses.
Yeah, I'll. You can just
those are prescription.
You know, just Venmo request me or something.
It's like $800.
Yeah, we'll take care of it at some point.
Okay.
At some.
How did those even fit down the toilet?
I think it broke into several pieces somehow.
What?
I don't know. It's weird.
Okay. All right. Well,
it was all a blur. They're just.
All right. We'll leave it there then.
Yeah.
Don't have to touch that any further then. Fine. I'm a little upset, to be honest. But
I mean, the toilet couldn't really flush, so you could go try to. I didn't want to dig through it.
You didn't flush all the way? You clogged it? And you just left it?
Well, we have to record the podcast. So
okay, that's a fair point. Now, Justin could probably tackle that.
Yeah.
I'll text him, let him know he needs to go clean out the toilet.
Okay, good. But I have been playing
with
Zelda
yourself.
Tears of the...
Sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
I was just saying, like...
Continue.
I was just about to mention, it's something I'm doing in my spare time. As like,
I'm sorry for interrupting. Just
no,
go.
It's fine.
Just go.
I've been playing Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And I know, Matt, you didn't beat or play Breath
I played Breath of the Wild. I just didn't get very far.
You didn't get very far. And your big hang up about Tears of the Kingdom was really like, it's a sequel. Do I really have to? I think it's its own separate thing. You don't have to, like, it's nice. It's like there's some returning characters, but you don't need to know the backstory of anything. It's its own consolidated story, I would say.
Are you having fun with the Koroks?
I'm not doing too much of the Korok stuff because, like,
you're not building stuff?
Every now and then I'll build stuff. Just it's a lot of chores. I'd rather do the shrines. I'd rather fight things. I'd rather make fun little weapons.
I heard the dungeons are very fun in this game.
It's just the whole. You can basically, the crafting system that they have and the abilities they give you. One of the ones they saw, you can go under a surface up to the top of it. You can go meld through it essentially.
Oh, whoa!
So you can look up, go right up there. But the best part is the abilities they give you to build stuff. You can meld things together, which means you can even put a spring on your shield so that when you go to shield surf, you'll bounce really far up.
That's sick.
You can put a flame emitter on your shield, so when you use your shield, it sprays out flames. And
what?
You can attach all sorts of stuff to your shield, your sword. You can attach one sword to another sword. You can attach an apple to a wooden spoon and use it as a weapon.
That's really cool, actually.
You can do anything you want.
That's sick.
You can make little machines. Right now I'm trying to find where I can get because you unlock parts that you can keep and use throughout the game, like fans or batteries, wheels, stuff to make things with. And one of the parts that I'm trying to find right now is a steering stick, because then you can. Right now with carts, you can't really steer it. It's just. Hit the fan, it blows, and I'm wheeling in a straight line.
Ooh.
But once I get that steering stick,
Brother needs that steering stick.
that's me.
You'll be skirting around.
I'll be skirting around like crazy.
You'll be tooting around in that little thing.
And I'm gonna say, highly recommend.
Okay.
Sorry, I almost burned myself alive on our bright neon sign.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful sign, though.
It's a great sign.
I recommend it if you ever find yourself time. Right now it's busy. I could see it being like a holiday.
I might have to, man.
Joy. Start playing it like on the flight home while you're at home. It's a nice calm game that you don't necessarily have to rush through.
I got a lot of travel coming up, so
might be worth it. Maybe even on tour.
I might. That's what I was thinking. You know, when I'm in Mongolia, you know, there's a lot of downtime.
Are they screening Oppenheimer in Mongolia?
No, but I'm getting a special screening set up for myself.
Perfect.
Basically, the Mongolian prime minister, you know, is so overjoyed that I'm coming to do my show tune routine in his country. So he said, you know, is there anything we can do like to accommodate you better? And I said, well, I'd like to see Oppenheimer. So they're actually building an entire like movie theater for me.
Well, you saw how quickly they build hospitals, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's pretty crazy stuff. But I do want to play Tears of the Kingdom. It's
good.
It seems cool.
It's good. It's fun. It's like a fun little playground. You like Katamari.
The new Katamari just came out.
For its fun and playful creativity, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what Breath of the Wild. Nintendo just knocks it out of the park with a lot of their shit. The last Mario game, Mario Odyssey, was great.
They're working on Mario Kart 9 right now.
Are they actually?
Mm-hmm. They back in early 2022, they said it was in development.
Would it be coming out? So, the Switch's life cycle. The Switch came out. Do you remember what year?
Oh, it's been out for like 7 or 8 years.
That's a console's life cycle.
Yeah, that's the thing is like,
are they coming out with something else?
I don't know. It's like the Switch is so successful that I'm trying to figure out like
maybe something a little more powerful.
Are they? Well, it's like I don't know what the next thing would be
because the Switch is
perfect. Kind of it's perfect. It's handheld and it's TV.
Switch. They did the OLED, but I mean like maybe a little more powerful. It can run better games, but
they like to get like Nintendo always tries to get like
gimmicky.
Yeah. So it's like I don't know if they would just do like a Switch 2, but I don't know, dude. They might just bank it on the Switch and just keep upgrading the Switch now. You know. So, but because of the life cycle thing already kind of being where it's at, I'm like, well. For new games like another Mario Kart, would they make that for Switch or would they wait until there's a new console out? I feel like they just have to make another Switch, you know?
I feel like an idiot.
Why? Why?
I thought I lost your glasses, so I came up with some elaborate story that you would believe. That you would understand, like, oh, we had an accident, they got lost, but I put them on my collar and I just found them.
So you didn't?
I didn't want you to be mad at me, so I tried to think of something that would be out of my control. So you dropped them
in a bowl of shit and
I just left them on the collar of my shirt.
Man, just be honest with me.
And I just found them.
Just say.
I just didn't want you to be upset.
I didn't even notice.
You
them
always
there.
lose shit, dude. You lose. We had a conversation in this podcast about me losing stuff.
I'd never be upset.
I thought like if I accidentally. If it got covered in poop and it fell in, you wouldn't want them anymore or something.
I'd still want them. Well, if it's your poop,
they're not. They're not covered in poop. They're on my face now because I realized that they were just on my What Up Grinch's hoodie.
I didn't even notice you had them on your shirt, man. Now, I mean, I feel like a daft fool, honestly. Like that reflects poorly on me as well. That just shows I'm stupid. You know, I'm blind. I'm dumb. I'm sorry, man.
No, you're good.
Why am I apologizing?
I don't know, but it was nice, and I appreciate it.
Okay, I won't rescind it. Then I'll just keep it. I'll keep the apology out there in the open. I'm just.
Thank you.
Feels good.
Thanks. Yeah. That means a lot.
Yeah, feels good. Just say, I'm sorry. Right?
Yeah.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Makes you feel better?
Where did you hear this information about Mario Kart 9?
Well, I Googled Mario Kart 9 the other day. And let me show you.
Okay.
Let me show you.
I'm going to use the powers of Google as well.
Mario Kart 9. I searched it. Mario Kart 9 is reportedly in development with a new twist. Now, this was January 7th, 2022. This was reported.
Oh, damn. What do you think the twist would be?
I don't know. But this might be updated news now. Mario Kart 9 is a new installment in the Mario Kart series, which is the 10th Mario Kart game and will be exclusive for the Nintendo Switch, which will be released in spring of 2025. Interesting. 2025?
They were saying that the twist is that it borrows a load of mechanics from F1 race stars, including the damage system. Enjoy hitting those pit lanes every time it comes up or something. I don't know. So
I love Mario Kart.
maybe you'll take damage and your cart will do worse if you bump into people and you want to go faster. You have to stop. I don't know. It's weird.
Honestly, Mario Kart is one of those things that they don't really need to change too much.
No.
You know, it's like they don't need to be creating new concepts for the game. Like, honestly, for me, it's like just add more characters and more carts and maps. Like, that's what's fun. Maybe some new items, but like you don't necessarily need to add like a damage system and all this crazy shit unless it's really fun. Yeah. Mario Kart in of itself, the fun is racing your friends and trying to beat your friends. So it's like, you know, it's...
And having that, like, having the skill gap not be as wide.
Right.
Because of the fun items that are used.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it.
Keep it stupid, simple.
Exactly.
Still works if you're calling someone simple.
Exactly.
Like Simple Jack.
Simple's a great insult. You're so fucking simple sometimes,
You make me happy.
Simple Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Tropic Thunder. Great movie.
You make it rain from my eyeballs. Whatever he says. You know, something like that.
They make him do the live performance of it.
Yep.
Such a good movie. Yeah, dude, they could never make Tropic Thunder today.
They couldn't.
Yeah, no, they couldn't.
They could. They have the money to. But would they?
I like the argument being not because it's politically incorrect, but just because they don't have the funding.
They don't.
They could never make that movie today. There's no funding. Matthew McConaughey's character in that is so fucking funny. So is fucking Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise it's his best role. I will say it again and again and again.
Uh-huh.
My favorite role I've seen him in.
It is his best role. It's better than any
Besides
fucking...
Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire, you know, whatever.
He's so attractive.
He is hot as
so
fuck.
Charismatic as Jerry.
When I was watching Eyes Wide Shut recently, I was thinking, I was like, Tom Cruise is an attractive gentleman. And he also has not aged. It's actually crazy.
Well, I was looking at set photos of the most recent Mission Impossible, and I'm starting to see that age. You're starting to see his face sag. Scientology isn't helping out like it used to, is all I'm saying.
Scientology kept him youthful. They probably gave him children's serum, adrenochrome or something to inject into his face to keep him youthful. Because he actually like looked, you know, it can't be his genes. It can't be his DNA. He's got to have some crazy just, you know, Scientology kind of helping him out with the age. But yeah, he can only hide it for so long.
It's probably Zeno and all his aliens or whatever, right? That they're praying to.
Uh-huh.
He knows about them, right? He's at the top tier. Like, he knows about Zeno.
He is at the top tier.
Yeah, right? He is a large pillar of the Church of Scientology.
I can't imagine the shock it must have been. Like before Xenu, when Xenu used to be like the big secret thing that you had to pay to find out about, going through the program and just being like, oh, this is a nice self-help type, you know, ideology that works for me. It makes me feel really good. And then like the people in charge are like, all right, you want to know some real shit? And it's like, yeah. And then they're just like, yeah, so there's this galactic overlord named Xenu that dumped the souls of aliens into a volcano, and you're just like, what? In the HBO documentary, they talk about that, the people that get to the top, and then they were just like, what the fuck is this?
It's made for a movie. I mean, The Masters was kind of representing Scientology.
I feel like there could be a better Scientology movie, though. We haven't had a good Scientology movie.
Could be us.
We could be the ones to take on Scientology.
We get Tom Cruise to unknowingly have a cameo in a movie that disses Scientology.
We would be in so much trouble. We would, well, like we'd be in, they'd probably sue us, but I would not be even, the lawsuit wouldn't be what would scare me. I'd be scared of like, what is
them following us?
The shit they're fucking terrifying.
Yeah, they like camp out at people's houses and stuff.
They bought the house. One of the guys that like, defected from Scientology, they bought the house across the street from him so they could spy on him 24/7. And then they'd show up at his front door with his face on a t-shirt with like websites with his name. They'd buy all the domain names with his name and make it so the search results anytime you searched his name were just horrible things. It's like, they're fucking terrifying, you know?
Where's Shelly?
She's hanging out somewhere, dude. Leave her alone.
Dude, she's in a bubble bath. Chill out. She got cucumbers on her eyes, hair done up in pins.
6 feet under.
Living the life.
Think she's dead?
6 feet under the ground at a sauna.
An underground sauna, a
Yeah.
spa. You think she's dead?
I don't know.
Or do you think she's just in the hole?
I don't think she's dead. I think that's when like law enforcement and shit would actually probably.
Dude, law enforcement doesn't want to touch Scientology.
I get that, but I don't know. I don't feel like she's.
There's a lot of big, prominent figures from Scientology that have been missing for a long time, and no one like does anything about it.
They're all hanging out, dude.
They're all at the hole, probably.
They're on Bermuda Triangle. No one thinks to go there.
That's true.
Why don't we put a secret base there?
There is a secret base at the Bermuda Triangle.
What?
It's underwater.
Atlantis?
Mm-hmm. Alien UFOs come out of it. It's pretty crazy. I read about it on 4chan.
I miss the times when I was a kid and shit like the Bermuda Triangle and Loch Ness Monster and everything was like. It's almost as if a big action blockbuster could happen in the real world in your eyes. It's like the imagination you have to think, like for me to have had to think that shit was possible. I sometimes wish that I still thought we could make it. We can make it happen.
We could. Bermuda Triangle is really, it's just bogus, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I watched a video about it, and I was like, is there something to it? Nope, it's bogus.
But imagine how cool it would be.
It would be cool. If it's,
There's just
I mean, ships do go missing there, but ships go missing all over the world in the ocean because it's the ocean.
There's something cool about the legend of like the
Right.
Bermuda Triangle.
It's like there's this
what's
triangle
there? Is
that,
there
like
a mysterious island? Who fucking knows?
That's where
We do know.
That's where the Island of Lost Dreams is.
Yes.
It's in the Bermuda Triangle. Ships just vanish, but I mean, ships just vanish to begin with because the ocean is a rough mistress. You know, we should start sailing more, man.
Okay. Sailboat?
Mm-hmm. We should sail.
No motor.
No, we should sail across the Pacific, you and me.
There's a really good documentary. I wish I could remember the name of it about this like young girl who just sails just from like I don't know if it's all around the world, but it's a fucking. Let me see if I can find it.
I could never. You couldn't pay me enough money to fucking sail around the world. That's too fucking. I mean, it would be so cool. Like in concept, I'd love to do it, but it's just the ocean is too scary, man. You hit a storm, you hit big ass waves. You know, if something goes wrong, you're in the middle of the ocean. No one's coming to help you.
Fucking okay, yeah. Maiden Trip. I saw this back in like 2013. I think I've mentioned it before, but I recommend it. It's a documentary. It's called Maiden Trip. It came out in 2013. 14-year-old Laura Decker sets out on a 2-year voyage in pursuit of her dream to become the youngest person ever to sail around the world alone.
That's terrifying.
It was really fucking cool. I'd recommend it because it really is.
She documents herself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
The whole fucking trip, like exactly where she goes. She stops
cool.
off and like it's not just a beeline. There are experiences that she has within the documentary of stopping off at these places. But really, it's something to behold. To think about a 14-year-old, 2 whole years.
She was 14?
Yes. Started when she was 14.
Why did her parents let her do that?
Because they love sailing. We're a sailing family.
That is crazy. Just parents being like, all right, 14-year-old daughter, you can go sail by yourself around the world.
In the open ocean, dude.
Go ahead.
Why not?
She must have been a really good sailor.
Oh, she's phenomenal.
That would be a cool skill to have. But like, I don't know. There's parts of the world that you have to go through, like the Cape, like around like South Africa. It's one of like the most treacherous places in the world for the oceans. It's just like,
She did it. Sometimes she has guests.
I watched a documentary on YouTube about this guy that there was a contest that some company put on that was like, you have to sail solo around the world and the first one back gets a lot of money or something.
Put your life on the line.
Yeah. So he's like, this guy was like, I'm going to do it. And he built his own boat and he got like a sponsor, but it was just like not good. And he left, like he got this huge sponsor and he had to do it. Otherwise he'd be in debt to them. And he just like.
Did he just never come back?
No, he sailed down a little bit and was like, oh, fuck. So he lied. So he faked he just stayed like in the middle of the Atlantic for like months and just faked his positioning in his like book about like where he was and then came back and then everyone found out about it and he was a fraud.
He still stood out in the ocean for
Yeah, but he
months.
just kind of pussied out. He just got out there and was like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, I mean.
There might have also been like a technical issue or maybe I think he just realized it was impossible for him, for his boat and just gave up.
Can't blame him, but damn.
I know.
He looks like a darn fool.
Looks like a darn fool. You can use damn in this situation. Looks like a damn fool.
You know who else would look like a darn fool? people,
the viewers, if they don't subscribe to the Patreon.
exactly, so they could get the after hours.
That's right.
Which is a separate part of the podcast. That's its own thing up on the Patreon that goes along with every podcast.
If you want to see us talk more about sailing,
That's where to go, the
Yeah,
Patreon.
that's right.
We don't just talk more about sailing.
mainly about sailing.
We also have a fun little show called Uncle Sleepover. We have recorded recently our my favorite
I think it's the
episode
funniest one we've
recorded
done
yet.
We watched Taken, and we did commentary over the movie Taken. And honestly, like, dude, you were just busting out some zingers right from the get go that had.
Thanks, man.
You actually made me cry. There were tears from how hard I was laughing. So
It was a low energy day.
I know.
We
and
just put Taken on, and it's really just two bro. Because let me get the vibe for everyone listening that decide to go to the Patreon, or for those who are Patreons who experience this. It was kind of a gloomy day. It was just kind of like low energy.
It was raining outside.
So we were like, we need to let's what are we gonna get done today? We're like, okay, let's do some Uncle Sleepover. And so we get ready, we get set down, and we play the movie. Who knows how it's gonna go? It's a chill day, and the brotherly bond
oh my god,
just was impeccable.
it was fantastic. The show, I would describe. So basically, the way the show works, for those who don't know, is like you just you play a movie, the movie that we pick, and you press play on our episode.
We count down.
Yeah, we count down. You press play at the same time as us. So then you watch the movie with us and hear our funny jokes and commentary of the movie. But Taken was fucking probably the best one we've done.
Yes.
It's just the vibe. It's literally, I guess, the vibe of like hanging out with your friends and watching a movie, and you guys are cracking jokes about the movie while you watch it. That's all it is.
Turn on subtitles for it,
We did all 3 Spy Kids movies.
Yep.
We did Kangaroo Jack. We did The Social
We're
Network.
deep into this show.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to enjoy that, plus a lot of other extras,
SpongeBob movie.
that was another fun one. As I said, if you want to enjoy all these extras, the Uncle Sleepover, the extra podcast, the Q&As, the monthly Q&As, go over to our Patreon and support us there.
That's right.
But if you can't, don't feel bad about it. Thank you for watching and supporting the podcast regardless. Matt, take us out, baby.
Ooh, you look so good in the moonlight. Your feminine frame and your blue eyes. I wanna kiss your lips and gently touch your hips. I wanna kiss your heart and make love to you. Such sweet love to you. I love making love to you. I just made that up. Pretty cool, right? Thank you. Bye,
See you
guys.
next week.
Man, it's always a slam dunk when I see Ryan and Matt. Love you guys.